this thing on? Rolling. Hello, good morning, doll fam. It is Monday and we are starting another week. We are starting week number 4, back to Monday Coffee with the Doll, kind of, with a new twist. And I already need more coffee. So that's right, this is the 4th week that I have done my Monday Coffee with the Doll. These are the days, and I'm really proud of myself for staying consistent, even though after the first week we went right into spring break where my kids were home, and now we have no school at all because of the COVID chaos. I'm already tired of it, but to be honest, right now, and it's always really important if you are a So this week I kind of like to try to continue with that and put something out that I'm sharing with you guys that I love and believe in and will make a great part of this episode. And that is, I think, going to be shooting a review for an amazing company that I found on Shark Tank. Actually, it is a shoe brand, a shoe company, and it focuses on kind of women's and then little girls' shoes, and I saw them on Shark Tank and I absolutely loved what they stood for and who they were, and the product they had was really rad. So I reached out to them and asked them if they wanted to maybe possibly do something together, because I wanted to support their brand because I thought they were really cool, and they gave me a lot of really positive energy back, and so they sent me some product that me and Lucy can shoot. Lucy's feet are still a little too small, but I think I can figure out a way to put her in there, and so it's not just me in the content that I'm making, but also her as well, until she can actually wear them. And I don't know, I with everything that's going on and now my kids being home, it's going to be a little bit harder to take this time. Lucy's taking a nap right now. They're watching some PBS, so I'm trying to take a minute to get in with my fam. But I don't know, I have these ideas that I want to do and get done, but honestly I feel really drained. I have a lot of anxiety right now. I'm stressed out. I feel just on edge, like everybody. I mean, everybody is feeling this crazy coronavirus, COVID-19 fallout, you know, even if, and I think that that's something that's really, really important to focus on, that even if you personally aren't struggling with the virus itself, there's still so much else going on and we're all feeling it. So I can definitely say for me, I feel stressed out and just on edge. We went to the store and it's crazy here, and now I have to figure out what this whole like remote schooling is gonna entail with my kids, plus Lucy being so little. It's just, there's a lot going on, but I'm doing my best to stay on track, stay focused, stay calm, and keep up with taking care of my mental health and just taking me time if I need it, so that way I can take care of myself, I can take care of my family, and I can help anybody else that I might be able to along the way. So I think that that's really important right now for all of us. So we are going to just go on out and start the week. I think I'm going to try to film a little bit for my review that I want to post this week for that amazing company, but I'm gonna give it my all and do what Daniel Tiger says, and you know that's do your best. Your best is the best for you. Do your best. God, that was cringy. Keeping it though. Keeping it. I hope you guys start out this week strong and amazing, because that's what you are. So let's get it, doll fam. So I wanted to give you guys kind of first looks at these shoes that I'm going to be reviewing. It's for the brand Baubles and Soles, and they're mainly a kids shoe brand. But the great thing about this amazing brand is that it's run by really good people. They have kids, and I'll get more into it in my review, but look how cute these shoes are that they sent for Lucy. Look how sweet. And they're kind of like a rubber like a crock, but better. But what's cute is that they have these adorable little accessories that clip on the toe, and they're interchangeable. So look at that. Isn't that adorable? So she can have bows, or she can have sparkly hearts, and she's almost there. She'll probably be able to fit them maybe before she's 1, but they also have them for grown-ups, women, and so Lucy, Joe, and me can match. Isn't that adorable? And they're just kind of like everyday flats, and as a pinup and a rockabilly girl, we love our flats, black classic. But me and Lucy are going to be total Twinkies, and I'm super excited to share with you guys why I love them, why they stood out to me. So I'm going to be working on creating that video this week. So wish me luck that my kids and the situation at hand allows me to do so. So all the love, over and out. Out here, it's the Innie Chonky and the Outie Chonky. It's the Innie and Outie twins. We have our inside Chonky and our outside Chonky. You guys look exactly alike, only you are salty and not nice. Don't you start, fugly. Exactly. The Innie and Outie twins. I love you. Chunky. Be nice to baby Chunky. Ooh, she's salty. Girl, you salty. And then there's little Miss. She's just like, what's happening? I don't even know what's happening. I'm just minding my own business. Thank you. Yeah. Stop being salty, Chunky.
How do you see little Miss?
She's right there. I see her. Well, it's Thursday, and that means I haven't been able to get to the camera all week. You hear that in the background, though? That's Johnny Cash, so it's not all bad. It's been a crazy week of, I don't know, just really feeling lost and crazy and bad anxiety. And I know everybody out there is feeling it. I don't know, it's just heavy right now with the news and with worrying about what's going on, whether you believe in stuff or not, whether you think it affects you or not, like whatever your stance on it is. I think we're all feeling it in some way, and it's getting hard. But tonight we're going to be making tacos, and we have coffee, so it's not going to be, you know, all doom and gloom, because tacos fix everything, and I'm making my grandma's tacos, so yeah! So what we're going to be making is my grandma's famous taco meat. Alright, so we're making my grandma's tacos, and they are super easy, simple, white people tacos, and my dad loves them, and my brother loves them, and I love them, so it's amazing. But basically all you need is some hamburger meat, a grated potato, some chopped up olives, and your typical seasoning like cumin, salt, pepper, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, and it's amazing, and even my kids eat them. So that's what we're making right now. So that's basically it, and now I'm going to make Jeff come in and fry taco shells, because I don't like doing it, and grate cheese, because I don't like doing that either, and then I will show you the finished product in a minute, but we're all excited to get tacos! Tacos! Yeah! So I've always been a nail biter my entire life. I bite my nails. I can't stop. I've tried everything. Nothing works. Now's not the time to be a nail biter. You know? It's not. Germs, hand sanitizer, it's a mess. And I'm trying so hard to not bite my nails. But it's a struggle, and the struggle is real, especially when you have anxiety and you're freaking out. And the only thing you want to do is eat your own damn hands, but you can't because they're poison. Hello, and welcome back to another Monday Coffee with the Doll. These are the days of the week. Sit down and reflect. We're not sitting down, we're standing up, because to be honest, I don't even know if I'm gonna get this done as I start it. So that's the tea. So it's actually Sunday, and like I said in past episodes, I didn't want to film or work on the weekends, that I just wanted to spend time with my kids. Well, my kids are here all the time again. Like, it's like summer break all of a sudden, and it's not even summer. It's actually raining outside, and it's just pandemonium. It's crazy, it's chaos, and this week has put me through the ringer, so that's what we're going to be talking about, because I'm sure you all can relate. So this week has gone nowhere that I wanted it to, but if I think really hard, which I have all week, just up in here, just all the time, I got a lot more done than I'm giving myself credit for, but I didn't get done all the things that I wanted to do on top of everything else that's going on, and it's been really, really difficult. So it's Sunday, and I'm finally filming the last wrap up to Monday Coffee with the Doll, and I don't know, I feel so just out of it. And I think that that's something that everybody can relate to right now, because it's just pure chaos everywhere. And we're all doing our best to kind of like figure out what works for us personally in all of this chaos. But for somebody I'm such a creature of habit, that when I can't do or keep the things that I'm used to or comfortable with, it makes me fall out of line, and I need to be better at that. But I mean, I'm working on lots of things, so I'll just add that to the pile, I guess. So much like everybody else in the world, we are on quarantine, but realistically it feels weird to even say that, because I haven't changed anything really in how I live my life, nor has my husband or my kids. We all love to be home and just be in each other's faces 24/7. So I feel like I don't even truly understand the fallout of this, and saying that I'm having any type of a hard time, I feel really selfish, because my entire newsfeed is just everybody talking about the coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it, as long as it's those two things, because those are the only two names that it really has. So that's where I'm keeping the names. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. That's the name of the virus, so that's what we should be calling it. It's hitting everybody really, really hard. It's either hitting you on a level of you actually having to worry about the virus itself, because you're somebody that would be in the first issue wave of actually getting the virus, and it potentially being life-threatening to you or somebody you love or somebody you know, or you're in the fallout of business owners who are having to close down business, or you're somebody who's lost their job and can't pay their bills. There's just so many different ways that this is affecting people, that at this point it's just crazy to see anybody say, well, it's fake, or it's this, or it's that, or whatever your conspiracy theories are on it, or I feel like saying that is rude, but this is very much a real thing that's affecting people in really real ways. And I feel like we live in a time where there's so many people who have the mindset of, if it's not personally affecting me in a negative way right now, that's making things difficult for me, then everybody else should just get over it, because I'm fine. and it really goes to show how selfish a lot of people are. And I've talked about how frustrating it is for people who are just hoarding supplies and and buying everything out. And I get that you want to be able to take care of yourself and your family, but there's other families and other people out there. And realistically, people aren't buying things to make sure that they have what they have. They're buying things in a panic because they're scared. And I understand that too. And all of those feelings are valid, but in moments like these, it's really, really important that we don't succumb to those emotions and those feelings, and we think past them, and we try to do things in a more logical and realistic state. And the fact of the matter is that you have people. I breastfeed Lucy, like I nurse Lucy, so I don't have to worry about the formula. But the fact that I'm seeing so many parents that can't even get formula for their infants, especially ones that have, you know, their own issues, like they have to have very specific types of formula to give their babies because their babies can't have anything else, and they can't get it because there are people out there who are buying things up to then make profit off the situation. And that's the reality of it. People want to scream that, oh, nobody's doing that, that's all fake, like why are you, that's bullshit, that's fake news, why are you. The thing that always blows my mind is how quick people are to act like people in the world aren't gross. Like, that's great that you don't do that. That's great that you don't behave that way, and the people that you surround yourself don't behave that way. There's tons of people who don't act that way, but there are people who cannot get past being that toxic of a human being. That's the reality of it. It's like when people say that we should just believe anything a woman says or claims and just embrace her and not, well, no, because I'm a woman and I know women can be lying, manipulative, horrible, life-destroying creatures, because it doesn't have anything to do really with your sex, your gender, your race, your religion. Everybody has the potential to be a gross person, and in times like these we really get to see how gross that can get, and it's really unfortunate and it's really sad. And the amount of people who have the mindset of I'll be fine, so everybody else just needs to cool it so I can be fine, that's really inconsiderate. It's really inconsiderate, and it's heartbreaking to see how many people are willing to risk the lives of others so they don't have to be uncomfortable, or they don't have to go out of their way. And it becomes very overwhelming. So I've kind of just stayed off the internet in a lot of ways, and I'm trying to not just social distance but social media distance, because there's a lot of negative and it can be really overwhelming. So I'm trying to pay attention to the things that are really positive and happy that I can share and that I can support and I can be involved in, but it can really weigh heavy on your heart when you see so much gross, and it's infuriating and it's frustrating that there's people out there that can say, well, I don't care about your life or the people in your family's life, your grandma, your aunt, your mom, your brother, your wife, your baby, somebody who has any type of autoimmune issue, or somebody who's in the age range that this kind of targets more. I don't care about any of them because I don't want to be, you know, off my normal life schedule or what I'm doing. And that's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Or the people who will say, well, it's not real, you need to get with the times, this is a conspiracy, this is them trying to control you, this is them trying to... Okay, well then for 1 minute can you think that possibly you're wrong? Like, what if you're wrong this one time? I get it, you don't think you're ever wrong, or you don't think that, you know exactly... That's my cat crying at me through the window. I think that there's a lot of people who have this one way of thinking, and that's okay. That's how they think. That's how they view things. That's their opinion, and that's totally fine. You're allowed to have that. But when it gets to the point that your choices, your personal choices for you, are going to ultimately and potentially, possibly, even on a tiny scale, put somebody else's life at risk, that's when you need to kind of go, oh, well, maybe just in case, I know this is what I really think, but just in case, I can go out of my way a little bit and be more careful and maybe do things a little bit differently so I can help protect other people's lives. my cat is trying to climb through the window right now. She doesn't believe in social distancing. She's like, let me in so I can love you. PSA, you cannot catch coronavirus from your pets. So please continue to love and take care of them the way that only the good Lord intended. So if any of you are dropping off your animals, that's the tea. I think that it's really unfortunate that there's a lot of people who just refuse to think or consider other people. Like, I 100% understand seeing things, especially when it involves the government and things like that, trying to not just take it at face value, because I think that that's dangerous. I don't think that we can ever take anything that is told to us just like as it is. But there's a lot of information, there's a lot of facts, there's a lot of truth to what's going on. And it may not be 100% the way it's being told to us, but the facts of the matter is that there is a virus, and that it is detrimental and unsafe for a lot of people. Not for everyone. So there's a lot of people that it will be, they'll just skip on through it. But those aren't the people that we're talking about. We're talking about the people that it can be extremely, extremely detrimental. Life threatening. And I get that if you don't believe that it's true, or you don't think it is a certain way, but I need you for 1 second to think outside of your own box and think about all the other people in the world that could possibly not be true for. And if for 1 second I think that like something that I believe in could hurt somebody else, that could really cause, like, this is a life-threatening thing, I'll just say it, death for somebody else, that's when you have to say, okay, well, I'm gonna do some adjusting so I can help potentially save somebody else. I wouldn't want to risk that. And I get that you think that you're probably very, very right and spot on, and we all just need to get over it and move on and stop allowing control over our lives, or fear control, or whatever. But for just 1 second, I need you to not be narcissistic to the point where you can't consider that you might be wrong. And if you could be wrong, that means somebody could lose a life. And that's what we need to focus on. So I personally am not here to tell anybody to believe one way or the other. I'm not here to shove an opinion down anybody's throat. That's what she said. What I'm saying is that in this time, this is affecting people in a very real way. There's a lot of different ways people are being affected. If you're one of the people that's like, this isn't affecting me at all, that's great for you. But I need you to not be so selfish, just for a smidge of your time. Because other people could really be in a bad fallout of that selfishness. So those are the people that I'm asking that you be considerate of. So I have I have a lot of friends on my timeline that are losing jobs. People in the industry that I've worked with, brands, small businesses that I've worked with that are worried because what they do, the things that they create, design, sell, all of that is going to slow down, because people who are losing their jobs aren't going to be spending their money on buying handmade dresses, clothes, makeup, whatever it is, right? So it's really scary for a lot of them, and I see it all day on my newsfeed, and I worry about those people. I worry about them. I have friends who have autoimmune diseases. I worry about them. My husband has upper respiratory issues. I worry about him. I have a 5-month-old baby and 2 other small children. I worry about them. My mother-in-law is in the age range where it's dangerous. My best friend's mom and her dad are in the age range where it's dangerous. So I have people that I'm concerned about, and I think that it doesn't hurt to go out of our way a little bit to make sure that everybody's okay and not just ourselves, because in situations like this, it does require teamwork. It requires people to be realistic. It requires us to be patient, kind, selfless. It's hard. It really is. I walked into our HEB for the first time this past week because we needed some groceries. I go in and I took 2 Purell wipes out of my diaper bag because I noticed that the sanitizer wipes for the carts were gone. Well, it turns out somebody just walked straight up, stole the entire thing of sanitizer wipes from the front door and took off with them. So behind me I have my cart taken care of, right? I'm pumping hand sanitizer all over these things and wiping them on my entire cart down. There's an older woman behind me who doesn't have that option now. There's a mom with a little girl in a cart who doesn't have that option now. So I'm standing in the door using my wipes with all the Purell, and I'm cleaning everybody's cart, because it's like, what do we do? What we have to go out of our way to help as many people as we can, because somebody else panicked or was selfish, or, you know, whatever their reasoning being. You can get it that some people are just trying to take care of their families, but you have to get control of that emotion and that fear, and you have to remember that we all collectively are what's going to get through this in a more positive way. And if we're only thinking about ourselves, it's not going to end positively. So that's just the truth. You have to think outside yourself. You have to think about others. Even if you're not ultimately being affected right now, that doesn't mean you won't be in the future, depending on how long this goes. So wouldn't you want somebody else to be, you know, willing to give you a hand? So I really truly hope that everybody who supports me and watches and is a part of the Doll Fam is walking in love and kindness and showing what the Doll Fam is. I hope that, you know, you have what you need, your family as well, you guys are healthy, and that you don't have to deal with any of that. And I hope that you guys can step outside yourself and offer that type of security and comfort and whatnot to other people, because that's what the Doll Fam does. We think of others. We don't just think of ourselves. So with that being said, so I have a really amazing designer on my friends list. I've been friends with her for a really long time. She's actually the one that, if you follow any of my other pages, which you probably do, I have a Hufflepuff cardigan with my name on it. Yep, Puff Life. Well, she is making amazing masks out of fabric to get to people who need them. She's also selling them on her shop, and she is somebody with an autoimmune disease. She's somebody who cannot go out without having to worry about these crazy germs and this virus, and it's a dangerous time for her personally. So I'm gonna link her below. If you guys need a mask, or your kids need a mask, you can definitely hit her up on her shop and help support her small business in this hard time right now. There's also a woman who I know through burlesque. She is sewing masks to donate. So she's using her time in quarantine to donate, make and sew masks to donate, but she doesn't have the resources because she's currently out of work as well. She works in the sex industry. She's a dancer. She's an amazing performer. She's an amazing burlesque performer. She works at clubs. She does a lot of different things. I personally have gotten to speak with her. She's so sweet, but I've also gotten the luxury of seeing her perform. Oh my god, it was amazing. A couple of times. So when I got to talk to her, I was like, oh, fangirl. But she's offering her time to make and sew masks to donate where she can. So if you guys want to help donate any funds for her to buy materials, I'll have a link below as well. And there's just look in your timeline. There's a lot of people out there offering their time in self-quarantine to do what they can to continue to help from inside closed doors. So self-quarantining is really important right now because we're trying to slow down the spread of the germs. It's hard. We're germy people, but we can do it together if we really just focus on the reality and facts of the matter. So make sure you know facts. Make sure that you're trying to keep a realistic mindset, and always being kind and walking in the Doll Fam love. Because if you're not, I'm gonna be disappointed in you. I don't really have much to say other than that. It's weighing heavy. I know we're all tired. We're all feeling drained. We're all feeling depression creep in. Make sure you're checking on your friends. Make sure you're checking on your loved ones. Reach out. Take the time just to say, hey, I'm here. I love you. I'm thinking about you. Do what you can to stay connected. We have an amazing thing in social media. As dark as social media can be and as negative as it can be sometimes, this is the time when we can really see the power that it can have in positive positive ways. It keeps us connected. It helps us help other people. It gives us reach that we wouldn't have from just inside our house without it. So take advantage of that. Use it to spread love, kindness, hope, positivity. Share things that people need. If you see somebody who needs something from a town over that you have, or you think somebody has, share that status, share that post. Stay involved, stay positive, and just really work together. And I think that we're going to be okay. So I'm sending that out this week. I didn't get my entire review filmed that I wanted to for Baubles and Souls shoes, but I did get some cute shots with me and Lucy. I did get most of it filmed, but I didn't get it finished, so I'm being hard on myself. I do need to shoot one more look, and then I can finish it and put it all together. I hope that they love it. I had a lot of fun making it, and I really think they're a rad brand. So there's that. And I don't know, I have to start homeschooling my kids this week. As a homeschooler, you would think that I'd be completely prepared for this and super excited, but I'm panicking. I'm panicking. All I keep thinking is, thank God my 9-year-old knows how to do math and can help my first grader. So that's good, but we do have to start that. So this coming up, next episode is probably going to be a lot of fun. You're probably going to see a lot of like just real life that you all can relate to if you're a parent or just anybody. I mean, we're all going through this together. We're all feeling it. But other than that, remember to support those who support you. So be sure to check out Forever Above Me. They're kin to the Doll Fam. If you want an OG mug, you can definitely hit them up and get one of the original Monday Coffee with the Doll mugs. Also be sure to support our sponsor, NC Fizzy Treats, as well as her and her husband's Connecting Head Shop. They are going through it. They recently had to close their doors due to all of this. They're doing the right thing. They want to protect others in their town. They want to protect their customers' families, but they are still offering all online ordering. So if you need to get your kratom, if you need to get any of your organic natural medicine supplies, if you need to get anything like that, they are still doing all their online sales. Also, if you're local to where they are offering delivery, I believe. So you can find all the links below for NC Fizzy Treats and her Connecting Head Shop. If you need CBD products, if you need products to relax and chill at home, this is the time. This is when you can take all the bubble baths no matter what time of day, and you can also do it in a natural, healthy, and helpful way with all of her amazing CBD products. Pick yourself up a vintage dolly inspired by it's pink. Smells amazing. But remember, I absolutely love your faces. We are in this together. We are the Doll Fam. It is now more than ever to spread the message of love and kindness and take care of our fellow fam members. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Monday Coffee with the Doll. Be sure to like, subscribe, and always share, because that helps content creators like me. I want to say welcome to all my new official Doll Fam supporters who have subscribed over on my Facebook page to help continue to spread and support the Doll Fam message. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting what I do and spreading the message of love and kindness through anxiety. But I love your guys' faces, and I will see you next week. I hear my baby who is awoken from her nap, so I will see you guys next time. Until then, remember, these are the days that spill your week. Make them amazing and germ-free. Practice social distancing and quarantine. Yeah, so I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye.
I hope you guys are all finding something great to do during your self-quarantine. So far, I've eaten 9 tacos. I regret nothing. Don't judge me.